Alright guys, I know I disappeared for a good couple months there. I do have some videos of me repairing that V-twin. And I did put the crank back in, and I was about to put everything back and try to redesign it because the shaft is 1 inch, an inch and 3/8 instead of the 1 inch, and I was going to try to make everything beefier. But I don't know if you guys knew, I have a little 2004 Volkswagen Beetle, and it's not a Cummins, but it is a BEW, a TDI engine, a 1.9 liter turbo diesel, and well, yeah. So my brother and I, we bought a 2001 Jetta with a ALH engine. Yeah, so sadly I would have liked to make that V-twin work, but it's I guess I want to say a better opportunity. And yeah, so I've been at it for a little while. I have the transmission back of my Beetle, but somewhere down here I do have the adapter now. It took me a while at school, but I designed it on Mastercam, and I had CNC cut it, and I have a couple plexiglass versions to see if I can actually make it work or if it would even fit. And luckily I had to tilt it like 16 degrees to the driver's side, but it actually matched up with one. It actually matched up to one of the dowel pins here for the for the transmission, and one of the dowel pins to the engine. So yeah, we're gonna be going that route now. We're gonna turbo diesel the Miata. Probably lift it up another 2 inches from where it's at, 2 to 3 inches. Maybe put like 27-inch tires, all terrains preferably. I don't think we're gonna ever take this thing through the mud, and it'll just weigh it down. And I don't know, we're close to the beach here anyway, so it'll do great at the beach. But yeah, it's gonna be turbo diesel now. This is just a quick video, just kind of post something again because I know I got lost for a little while. But yeah, let me see, give me a quick second. Yeah, so this engine, these turbo diesel engines, they're by the way, this is a shit box of a car. Hate these ears. I opened my door, that happened. Door handles broke, I had to make them out of metal. Bottom panel broke too. I opened up the passenger side, terrible. I cracked half of the panel, kind of going like that, just opening the door. All the plastics are loose. I hate this thing, but it gets me really good gas mileage. The torque is amazing. I think it makes like 160 foot-pounds of torque at like 2,000 RPMs. This thing maxes out at most, yeah, there we go, 4,500. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Sounds pretty neat. So I thought it'd be pretty sick having a turbo diesel Miata, but that engine, we're trying to get just mainly torque. The horsepower is about 90. Don't really care about horsepower. It's a really light car. The torque is what we're really gonna want to off-road and do dumb shit. This car actually, I've pulled the e-brake all the way back, and I just slowly let go of the clutch, and it'll drag the entire car at first. I've actually towed the Miata a couple times already with this car, and it's hilarious because I can go from first to second to third, fourth, and fifth without stepping on the gas pedal. I just gotta slowly let go of the clutch. It speeds up by itself. Throw it into second, third, fourth, and fifth. It's stupid crazy. The torque these things make is it's hilarious. But the MPG, I think this is a gas transmission on this one, because on the expressway going 75, I'm at like $3,000. So it's not that great because of the gear ratios on this one. But in the city, I can easily get like 40 miles per gallon. And that's because this Beetle actually weighs about 1,000 pounds more than the Miata. So I'm hoping to get really good gas mileage on that car. And I've done a little bit of research. The gear ratios for the Miata, the transmission to the differential, it's going to be 2% lower on the RPMs than the ratios on the diesel transmission for these cars. So I'm expecting to get really good gas mileage on that one. Hopefully a little bit better with the taller tires. I don't think it'll struggle that much more. But I guess it's all kind of a test, because I've tried looking up for adapters for that, and I have not been able to find one, so kind of resorted to just making it out of a steel plate I found at work, luckily. And yeah, it took about I want to say a month, because again, I just finished school, but I've been at it and work, so it's been a little bit hectic, but yeah, it finally got done. So hopefully I can actually put in the engine today, and hopefully I can have another video of the actual crank of the V-twin being machined out, like sped up a little bit, just so y'all can see the process on that one. It was a lot of work to get it fixed again, but like I said, I think it's a better opportunity to put the diesel engine in there. It's gonna be a lot more reliable, and these are known to go up to 600,000 miles easy. So I think it'll outlast that body and then another one. For the Beetle, I am counting the days already, because my brother and I are going to try to get an Audi Quattro, and hopefully swap the diesel engine from this Beetle into an Audi. We found out that the transmission mounts are exactly the same, so I don't have to make an adapter, and it'll be a lot easier. It surprisingly uses the same flywheel and the same starter and everything. So yeah, that one should be a lot faster. I just have to send the computer to get the immobilizer out of there, and a couple of little tunes just to make sure it's running good. But the Audis are 6 speeds and they're all-wheel drive, so that'd be pretty sick for this engine. So yeah, I'm counting the days. Poor little Beetle, it did great for me for the past year and like 3 months, but yeah, it's kind of trash. Everything. I had to super glue all the freaking parts, and well, yeah, this one got undone. Everything's broken, like I said. Yeah. Oh, and my radio also caught on fire in this thing. It was something, man. So yeah, I'm counting the days on this car. But this is just another little video just to kind of keep y'all updated. I know I screwed up not posting anything for a while. Kind of sad. Again, we're not putting the V-twin in that thing because that was pretty sick. But my brother kept doing burnouts, and I'll try to put a couple videos of that on there, a couple little clips. But yeah, he kept doing burnouts, and it snapped the crank, the output shaft, and yeah. So that also another thing. When I took it apart, those Harbor Freight engines are trash, man. Not surprisingly, to be honest, but the crank doesn't have bearings. It just rides on the actual connecting rods. So there's no bearings or anything on there, and everything was scratched up, like really bad. It was probably a couple thou deep scratches, and yeah, I didn't have much more expectations for that engine. Maybe a couple more miles on it, and it would probably crap the bed. So that's another reason why we just went towards the diesel engine, and because we got lucky to find one cheap enough. But yeah, I'll try to keep you all posted again, and we'll see how it goes.